Hey guys, welcome to the Fury Time channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. As you heard, the promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua said that he wants to arrange for his fourth fight with Deontay Wilder, Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. To be honest, Joshua's fight with Wilder may still be the biggest in the heavyweight division. Naturally, the Fury-Usyk duel is huge, but in terms of entertainment, the Joshua-Wilder fight is relevant, as is AJ's rematch with Dillian Whyte. In my opinion, the next step for Joshua will be a fight in December or January. He will return with a fighter from the top 15 of the rating, and will show a dominant performance. He needs to get back on the winning path and then move more actively. I want him to have 4 fights by the end of 2023. I think his fight with Whyte should definitely be arranged for the sake of the British fans. As for me, the fight with Wilder must also be done. I also see Joshua's fight with Tyson Fury, because it's still a monumental fight for British fans, Hearn said. Former world champion Amir Khan said he would talk to representatives of the Saudi government so that they would satisfy the financial request of the WBC heavyweight title holder Tyson Fury, who wants to earn £500 million for a fight against Alexander Usyk. Tyson wants to make a lot of money. Everyone goes to Saudi Arabia because they issue big checks there. I spoke to Fury a few days ago and told him, "Listen, we can probably help you get a fight with Usyk." Tyson replied that he wants to earn £500 million. I said, "Okay, I will go back to you with an answer. I'm talking to the Saudi government. I know Turkey Al-Sheikh quite well, chairman of the General Directorate for Entertainment Affairs. This is the person who can arrange this fight in Saudi Arabia. I haven't sent him any messages yet, but I will say that Fury wants £500 million. It's crazy, isn't it?" said Khan. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 200 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me, guys. The WBC World Heavyweight Champion Britain Tyson Fury shared his opinion on the last rematch between his compatriot Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. "I have no real interest in Usyk. This is a man whose name no one can name. He is some kind of middleweight who beat AJ. It's not my fault that he beat up AJ. No disrespect to Joshua, but he's not a world-class fighter. He is just not coping. I do not take anything from their fight. I'm not disrespecting Joshua, but he showed his level. He reached this highest level and lost 3 out of 5 fights. If you look at their rematch, we haven't seen a single worthwhile blow from Usyk in 12 rounds. He couldn't get through Joshua," Fury said. Recall that Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua had a rematch on August 20th at the Jeddah Superdome Arena in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The victory was won by a split decision of the judges by Alexander Usyk. WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury is ready to change his mind and return to the ring for a fight against Alexander Usyk. But in this fight, he is only interested in the size of his fee. And he doesn't consider that Alexander Usyk is a real heavyweight and doesn't attach importance to Usyk's place in the ranking of the best boxers in the world regardless of weight category. I have no interest in Usyk. Some dude whose name no one can pronounce. Bloated middleweight. It's not my fault that he beat AJ. I could beat Usyk after a week of training because he is a middleweight. I will punch him through with my fists, Fury said. When Usyk was still an amateur and held on to his mother's teeth, I was the British heavyweight champion. He boxed at 75 kilograms in the amateur. That's why I call him a middleweight. He lost prematurely to Matvey Korobov in the middleweight division. In 206, I never said it will be difficult, Fury continued. All this is nonsense about the legend of the pound-pound rating. I don't consider it as such. I don't see anything in Usyk. I don't think he is a great fighter. This fight, the rematch of Usyk and Joshua, didn't show me anything new. Joshua understood his level. Usyk has not landed a single worthwhile blow in 12 rounds. Pathetic pats. He can't even break the crust on a rice pudding. Tyson said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.